Hello and welcome to the Church of Scientists. I am Harry Seldon, your host, and I would like you to please pick up your device and go sit at your table and begin your work in a nice, neat, and orderly fashion. And we are working on this section of the Prime Radiant today, and you will be reading from this section of the Encyclopedia Galactica, which, though we are not working on, we will in the future, and we have stolen this from the future so that you can necessarily read it. Okay, and all of that to be said that this is not actually about the Encyclopedia Galactica. And one more thing that we'd like to remind people is that uh, our leadership is in trouble here. Yes.
Freezing,
Okay.
and
I'm.
your picture is so fuzzy.
Oh, it is so fuzzy.
Yeah, it's so pale and fuzzy.
Okay, I can turn it down a little bit. Add a little bit more. Is that better?
Yeah, it's more. Yeah, it's more outline now. But it was just like white,
Okay.
fuzzy.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, yeah, so the Church of Scientists, uh, and eventually overturned by the work of Hober Mallow, who, actually got into a fist fight with the Emperor, which never happened in Star Wars or Dune, but that's pretty cool anyway. Here we are, and we're watching Foundation season 2. Lee, what's your opening thoughts?
Well, it's been a while since we watched season one,
Mm-hmm.
and when I started to sit down and watch this one, I thought I couldn't remember what happened in season one. But then it all sort of started to come back. I wish I wouldn't leave so much time in between seasons. Um, and I think I said this before when we reviewed season one. I've never read the Asimov novels, so I don't know how different and how they vary from those novels. This TV series. So, but I'm enjoying what Apple TV has made
Mm-hmm.
because it just draws you in. And season two is as good as the first one. Um, with the continuation of the growth of the foundation and also of the decline and the madness of empire. Um,
Oh my gosh, it's
great.
so good.
I mean, sometimes it can get a little bit confusing, but you know, how many Harry Seldons is there? How many Dawn Day are there? Um, you've got them on tap, haven't you? Season. I'm wondering if and when season three is green lit, where this is going to go.
Yeah, the baddie, I
Because
think.
of
Yeah, go on.
I didn't know where did that, Susan. You froze. Uh,
Go on.
but yeah, it, I've enjoyed this story with the outer reaches of Terminus, um, Brother Day going there with all his armed forces to well, just to destroy them. You know, there is only one ruler of the galaxy or whatever one should call it, and that's Empire. But he's made it worse now. So the foundation is now free and traveling through space uh, which was the twist at the end of the season. Spoilers. Um, with all the people from Terminus. Um, I was quite surprised at how many people they did kill off in this season.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I enjoyed it. It was great fun to watch, and I'm just hoping season 3 comes off.
Good.
Back to you, Susan.
Clay, the people that died, I mean, that whole, that those whole, there was, first you thought that Harry died, then you thought that that uh then you thought that one of the empires had died, and then, I mean, Glaywin actually died on Terminus, so that was really sad.
Mm.
Glaywin and Bel Rios were adorable couple, and it was too bad that Glaywin had to die. Um, Bel
Right.
Rios was in the books as, I mean, pretty much everyone that they're talking about were right characters lifted right out of the books. Just given a little more, there's some more dramatic set pieces that they live through than they did in the books, because part of what's cool about Asimov is the headiness of the dialogue. A lot of what his books are, it is putting the action off screen and just having these sort of moments of dramatic tension, but the action takes place off screen. Anyway, that's something that this show has refocused. And the other thing that I really liked the Telem character. She was a really good baddie. She, at first you thought, oh, she's just a really great mentalic, and she's just a really sweet lady, has everybody's best interest at heart, and come to find out she's a body snatcher, and she's as
Live,
dangerous
live,
as some of the some of the other aliens that we've met over the years. And oh my god, she's just horribly twisted by the end, and
but
she even
she was controlling all those people on that planet.
she was in control, but then, and she was really stealing bodies
Mm.
along the way, kind of like the Master did to the Trima's character in Doctor Who. And I don't know. It's there's a fuck lot of people that she was using terribly, like
Mm.
like kind of riding herd over their mental abilities and forcing them to actually increase her and decrease their own. I don't know. You got problems when you're face to face with someone like that. The other thing was her her anger at Gaal was, God, it was off the charts. And then, Salver's dying in there. That was horrible. I mean, it was really too bad, because here she'd survived 130 years in the cryotube. And
Mm.
I mean, just all these amazing sort of things that happen. And then at the end, she's having a fist fight with someone who keeps turning into her ex-boyfriend. And oh my God, like, just causing unbelievable pain. It's like if someone was messing with Bel Rios and turning into Glaywin, like that would have been like, yeah, I don't know. It just hurts, because those are really tight characters. And the other thing that was really amazing about this was was the way that they had founded the second foundation, because the way the show was going, you're like, there are no mentalics. They haven't even talked about the fact that Demerzel is supposedly a mentalic. She's half Giscard, half Ardenniel. So I mean, she's half mentalic, half super longevity robot. So these two came together to form Demerzel. But where's the mentalic portion? And there wasn't a mentalic portion, and we just hadn't seen any of that stuff, and that was needed. So other things, let's see. Um yeah, anyway, I really I like the way it's adjusting the narrative, and I
Mm-hmm.
like the way they brought all those mentalics together to form the second foundation now. And then it was, physically being led by one of the quantum Seldons, so that's fun. And the quantum prime radiance and the quantum uh vaults, and the vault ship, these quantum realities, and the vault ship inside being like probably 100 stories tall of just people, shitloads of
It's
people.
an arc. It's an
It
arc, isn't it?
it is an arc in space. Quite right
Yeah.
too. Anyway, I was geez, I was blown away by that. Anyway, um, yeah, it was almost as weird as the Dune highlighter ships. Anyway, it's so exciting. There's so much good, and this time they
Mm.
talked about the they talked about marrying, like why these Cleons didn't marry. There was Rue and Dusk, and then there was Queen Salmon and Day, and Queen Salmon and Dawn, actually. And
Mm.
actually he was the one who got the queen pregnant. So, there was just like all these good things. And so all that to be said, yeah, I really enjoyed it. What things stood out, please?
Well, apart from uh, the acting ability of Lee Pace as Brother Day, what a force of nature.
Munching the
Um,
scenery.
Watching the scenery, but also as well, you do get to see his bare bum in the episode one where he's fighting naked. The
Mm-hmm.
the assassins, is it the Shadow Assassins or something you called it? All done in, it looked like it was done in one scene.
Mm-hmm.
But he looks after himself, keeps
Mm-hmm.
fit. But a great actor. I mean, his demise in this season, where he was fooled by what was it? General Rios one, it wasn't it when they were
It
fighting.
it was Rios and Brother
And,
Constant
yeah,
and Hober Mallow at the
he
same
slipped.
time.
Yeah, but he slipped that transporter thing, didn't he? And so as soon as he was in the airlock, the swapped positions. The realization on his face, that was amazing. And you see, you get to Harry Seldon, um, you get to see and learn more about him in this one, of his past,
Mm-hmm.
of how Empire treated him and his, was it his wife
Yeah,
or
Yana.
his partner, who
Uh-huh.
they killed because they wanted his um, prime radiant. Um, it and to get you get, and I don't still don't understand this, how 1 minute Harry is a hologram, next minute it's a physical living being, after going into the. It's not really explained. He doesn't know how it's happened, so it may be explained in the season 3. We don't know. That episode was great because of those mechanical mining creatures were just amazing. The design of them, and they were just out to destroy anything moving and living, really.
Yep.
Great episode. So yeah, we've got now a living Seldon and also another
Quantum
call it another.
Seldon.
Yeah. And to think as well, this story is being told over several hundred years
Mm-hmm.
in the future, then going again, passing into another several hundred years. And the only characters what will be there will be Harry, Gaal, because they've been frozen,
Mm-hmm.
and Empire, all
Mm-hmm.
3 of them, and of course, who else was there?
Demerzel.
Who will still be there? Demazon, yeah. Because most of the other characters will have passed by then. 100 and because I was how long are they traveling now? Sleeping for? Is that another 150 years or something?
2 years, yeah.
So most of these other characters, what we found, saw in this season, won't be there.
Mm-hmm.
Because they'll have passed and gone.
Mm-hmm.
I did like the character Hober Mallow. I thought he was quite a fun con artist.
Uh-huh.
And it was such a shame with his ending.
Oh my God.
You know, having a toast to taste like Becky's anus, the one.
And Becky, oh
But
my
yeah,
God, that was a cool creature, like a dragon.
it was great. I mean, the effects in this series is amazing. They've put a lot of money into this. To get some of the great actors in this, Jared Harris, and I've
Harris.
also mentioned Lee Pitt. But you've also got some guest stars. You've got what was his name? Philip Glenister in this.
Uh-huh.
He was only in one episode as the Commodore Argo, who got conned by Harrow. But
Uh-huh.
these faces pop up every now and again. You think, oh, I know that actor. It's yeah, I do like this. You've got me into this.
Uh-huh.
Into this. I don't need to read the books to understand it. I don't think, do
No,
I?
he's not. No.
No, that's okay then. Because
But
if I didn't start reading
I
the book,
tell you the truth, when you read when and if you read them, you'll find that the action doesn't take place as much on screen as off screen, and it's just about tension. It's about that writing, like 2 people speaking. The dialogue is about drawing that tension into conflict, and it's a lot. There's a lot more verbal stuff than sort of action pieces, set pieces. This show has so many good set pieces. So many good, thrilling scenes. Like the scenes where all the ships were jumping into the space opera occupied by the neighbor's ship. Oh my
at the
God.
next one, yeah, destroying them, wasn't it? And then and the scene where I say Day destroyed the ship and
Yeah.
made it plummet into the planet. Wow! And then
Yeah.
he didn't care. His face, his reaction to that, he was just loving every minute of it.
Yeah. And the, and the, and the, yeah, that face was horrible. Oh my gosh, wow. And then there was like the Lee Pace. Oh my god, that was some fucking great acting. And
Yeah.
the other thing that was great is that is the and that planet where all the metallics were on and
Hmm.
everybody going through their pain and stuff. And then there was the two of them on the slab, sort of like an old ritual. Oh my gosh, I was just like,
Transferring her sort
yeah,
of conscience soul into the other one.
into Gale.
Yeah. I mean, when the caught Harry, tied him up and tied him to those water structures to
Yeah,
drown. And he sort of, he thought, how many times are they going to kill Harry?
I know. I that It's like Kenny in South
Yeah,
Park. You killed
you've
Harry,
killed
you
you
bastards.
bastard. Right.
Anyway, so and there's a lot of I yeah, I just really enjoyed this TV show. I love the stories. I love the fact that it's built on the tension and that there are really good set pieces, set action set pieces that just don't
Mhm.
exist in the books. And then there's also a lot of sort of forward push towards, uh like they don't all have to be white guys in this. They're everybody the characters that they have taken out and changed up and made into a different form are as cool, if not cooler than the original. Um, and
So
I felt
this,
really bad for the two ladies who were dating the emperor empire because
uh-huh.
they just got so much shafted. Oh my god. Like there were like these people were expecting to be treated well, you know. Yeah, they may have had some tough love or angry affection, but man, they had such horrible deaths. Anyway, it was intense. So just when you're
Mm.
getting to like somebody, they just stab you in the heart and throw you out the airlock. God damn it.
So of course, this series and last series, and I know Asimov did about what's it, 5 or 6 books
This
of
is
the Foundation.
the ones that these are referring to is the first three books, basically,
Right.
with a lot
So
of
so
things
are they?
lending itself to the moving towards the second book, which is Foundation and Empire, which is really where the
Yeah.
Empire and the the Empire discovers the second Foundation, and also
So we are leading into the second book now.
yeah, and
Right.
the mule is part of that story, an early part, but yeah, and yeah, there's a little bit of every of all the first three books,
So
chronologically in the series. Yeah.
right.
Yep.
I suppose they've got to do that
Yep.
because they don't know. They don't know when they're going to finish doing. Season 3 could be the last season. You don't know, do you?
I don't know.
The way these TV companies work.
Yeah.
If season 3 is green lit,
Yeah. I don't know.
as yet it's up in the air. Yeah.
Yeah, love it. So,
Oh yeah.
what else do you want to say about Foundation season 2? Did you like it more than season 1?
I think I liked it as much as I think it was on
Oh,
equal footing. I think.
good.
Yeah. I wasn't disappointed with it. It wasn't. It wasn't slow going. Neither was season one. It drew you in. You felt for the characters,
Mm,
and you just think, where is it going? What's
mhm.
going on? Um, with do you know, I can never remember Danazam,
Demerzel?
Demoiselle. Yeah. Yes, she was the she is the one pulling all the strings.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh, you don't realize that in this first season, but it's now it's all out there of her background, and
Yeah.
she's the one to be wary. She's the one to be wary of.
Yeah, and
Um,
what's interesting is that in Prelude and Forward the Foundation, she's part of those two books, but she isn't really part of other than just a slice of her in the first book. So she's actually got a much bigger, but you do find out in the end of the last book that she has been pulling the strings all along for humanity all along.
yeah, so I like to see the way they handle her in season three. How which way they're going to do this with her.
Yeah, they had to disempower her though, and they split her into slices.
Yeah.
Did you? I like that how to rebuild your robot when you
Yeah.
cut him into slices. I don't know.
She was down there in slices, all alone for so many hundreds of
Thousands of
years,
years.
thousands of years. Uh, no wonder madness has set in.
Yeah. Or now that she doesn't have to listen to the first law, you know,
Yeah.
like what's like is she developed the zeroth law yet, or is that coming? Anyway,
Who knows? Who
uh,
knows?
so final say and score.
It's a it's a great fun watch. It'll drag you in. It's a shame it's on Apple TV because not many people have Apple TV.
Mhm.
Um, I I didn't watch it on Apple TV.
Oh wow.
Naughty. But yeah, I mean these streaming sites are making it very hard for people to watch these series. Not
Mhm.
just Foundation, any good series. You're having to, you know, subscribe to this app, subscribe to this TV app, subscribe to that, and people can't afford it. They can't. They can't keep up this paying out for this, what in this for this TV app for just this like one series.
Right.
I mean, Apple TV, in my opinion, have only made two good series, and that's Foundation and Ted
Ted
Lasso.
Lasso. I knew he was
Yeah,
going to say that.
everything else I've seen on Apple TV is not worth watching. I'm sorry, it's not. I tried. I used to have Apple TV, but I got rid of it because it was just not. But yeah, but apart from it being on Apple TV, it's a damn good watch. I recommend it. So on that note, I'm going to give it 10 Harry Seldons out of 10.
Nice. Nice.
You never know that 10 could turn up.
Yeah, yeah. like there's lots of quantums out there anyway. Yeah, I really liked that dual Harry Seldon experience at the end of this. Let's see. I think that I would agree with Lee. I think that this is 10 prime radiance out of 10. I think that they have really shown that they have shown that this is running towards a place because of the mule that that has affected psychohistory a little bit, and I think that you'll find out that Helem Telem may have been like there may have been something to do with her or somebody like her that was raising the mule. Anyway, I really enjoyed this series. I like the second season too, and the death of Hover Mallow in this was surprising because I didn't think that he'd finished everything that he was supposed to do. But I don't really know 100% because they make flip back to him later. It's a question.
Or
Or
or or or he may have been zapped out of there at the
I
last minute by Seldon.
by Sheldon, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. He
You
was
never know.
wearing the spacer armband. And the spacers were great. The spacers were talked about in the first book, and they were also talked about in um, uh, Caves of Steel, Caves of Steel, Stars Like Dust, and Pebble in the Sky. No,
Mhm.
what the heck are the three cave books? Anyway, the three robot books. They talk about the spacers because of their relationship with robots, and so that's an interesting connection too. So thank you for watching our podcast. Other podcasts that talk about this are there's actually an audio podcast on Apple that talks about Foundation, usually right after the show airs. And then there's Quinn's Ideas, and then there's a couple other ones. Pete's something or other is doing one on YouTube. So go ahead and find them and enjoy those podcasts. But thanks for tuning into our podcast. Geeks Assembled is supported in part by nobody. I mean, we really are. We do this for fun. We don't have any sponsors. We don't have
We
any
don't.
inboard ads. So
We don't.
you don't have to mute us halfway through or jump ahead because we're
No.
not going to try and sell you anything except for
No.
tell you when you're here, subscribe if
That's it.
you're and then hit the bell notification button, and by all means you know uh share our video and leave your comments below, especially if you want to join us. Lee would love you to have you join us. All you have to be is 18, have a camera, microphone, and a device, and be willing to watch whatever we watch and talk whatever about whatever we talk. We don't have to agree on anything. Anyway,
Sometimes
we
we do.
sometimes we do. Today we did. I
Hmm.
know that was amazing. Anyway, so for all of that and the future week, Oh, and by the way, like there's a fun second podcast being released this week about a bunch of boys who go to a bachelor party in a town called Moodley, and it's just terrible the experience that they have there. So I'd encourage you to watch it. It's called The Doghouse. So please, thanks for watching this one and go watch that one. Thanks, Lee. Thanks for hanging out with me. See
A
you
pleasure.
soon. Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye.